Hello and welcome back to Bookmark Chronicles, and welcome to my September TBR. So trying to get ready to close out some goals and things for the end of the year, trying to read down things on my digital TBR while also somewhat staying on top of arcs and new releases. So a lot of digital and audio reading again this month. So first I'm going to listen to Mirrored Heavens by Rebecca Roanhorse. It's the final book in the Between Earth and Sky trilogy. I am excited to read this, but I just didn't have time to read it when it came out, even though I really wanted to. I am not rereading the first two books, and I really hope that this has a satisfying ending. Fevered Star definitely had middle book syndrome, and there are some characters that I kind of don't really care for and I don't want to follow, but I'm hoping that when it comes to Serapio, at least, that we get a really good ending. If you're unfamiliar with the first book, Black Sun, I really don't know how to describe it because there's so much going on. We're following a group of characters who all have very interesting perspectives. One of them is a reincarnated crow god. One is almost like a siren, but she's been shunned from her community. We have a high priestess, and it's just so interesting. If you are a fan of adult fantasy and you like gods walking the earth, then definitely read the first book. Next, I'm going to read The Blood Colony by Tananarive Due. So this is the third book in the African Immortal series, and I need to finish the series this year. This is one of my goals for the year. I want to finish the series. I haven't even looked at the length of the audiobook yet, which is honestly a part of the reason that I've been putting it off, is because I know that it's going to be so long, and then I'm going to try to read the final book during Black Halloween. Not necessarily to count towards Black Halloween, but to have something to break up what I will be reading for Black Halloween. So I'm looking forward to seeing what happens next because it is a fantastic series, but it's just so long. I feel like it's gonna take me like the entire month to get done. If you're unfamiliar with the first book, My Soul to Keep, we're following Jessica and her husband, David. David has some secrets that Jessica is unaware of, and he wants to share them with her. However, that process goes wrong, and we follow them from there. That's all I'm gonna say. Honestly, I don't know how much is mentioned in the synopsis, so I don't want to give anything away, but it is a very, very good series. Next, I have an arc of King of Ice by Asia Monet. This is the final book in the Cartel Element series. I'm so excited for this one. I can't wait to read it. I feel like I'm gonna love it. In this one, we're following Javier, who is now the head of a cartel. He is secretly in love with his secretary, Brielle. She is a single mom, and of course, I didn't read the synopsis, but from the TikToks that Asia has posted, I believe she's having some issues with the father of her child and she needs protection, and Javi offers to provide protection if she marries him. We love a marriage of convenience, so I know this is gonna be good. And she did do a TikTok talking about how she had to come to terms with the fact that Javier is not sane, and then I was like, well, we've seen his siblings, so of course he isn't. I'm really excited about this book. I think it's gonna be so good. First book is called Heir of Flames. The second one is Heirs of Roses, and all three of them will be available on Kindle Unlimited. Book 3 comes out, I believe, on September 27th. Then I have another arc that is a part of a secret project that you will find out about in a couple of months, so I'm not gonna talk about it. I'm not gonna tell you what it is. And yeah, that's it. Lastly, I do want to read some more things off of my current Kindle Unlimited TBR. I have maybe 4 or 5 more things that I need to get to. I don't know which ones I'm going to read yet. I'm kind of just reading them in the order that they come up on my KU library and just doing it like that because I just need to get them done. I'm mostly excited for what I have on there. I know I have Birthday Girl, which honestly is just an experiment because I don't know if I'm gonna like that one. I have the first book in Natasha Bishop's Lost and Found series, The Umbra King by Jamie Applegate Hunter, who I follow on TikTok, and maybe 1 or 2 other things. So hopefully I get to those. Hopefully I like them. I will definitely do a wrap up for KU. Hopefully before the end of the year, but we'll see. So those are all the things that I am planning to read in September. Not a very solid TBR, but gotta get stuff done, so we'll see how it goes. Let me know if you've read any of these or if they're on your TBR. Otherwise, that's all I have for you today, and I'll see you in the next video.